you're here? Why are you in this country? If you're not with us.
Are you American? Are you like?
It doesn't matter where I come from.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm half Chinese. I'm half Latin American. Where are you from, man?
I'm from Puerto Rico.
Yo creo que está siendo bien injusto. Aquí tenemos que todos unirnos juntos. No tenemos que estar contra una persona. I am born here, and I don't like the way you're treating her. It's rude. We're here in it together. Okay? We're all in this together. Whether we like what's going on in the government or not, okay, we gotta deal with it.
Every day, across newspaper, television screens, and social media feeds, one religion appears over and over again, usually in connection with fear, violence, and suspicion. That religion is Islam. But in this portrayal truthful, is it complete, or is it the part of a alleged pattern of distortion and stigmatization? From headlines that reduce a global faith to a threat, to coverage that blames 1.8 billion people for the actions of a few, the media has become a battlefield of perception. I am Fatin Mardhiah, and in this report, we will uncover how Islam and Muslims are portrayed in the media, the real consequences of biased narrative, and how Islamic teachings call for justice, truth, and responsible communication. This is not just about journalism, it's about power and it's about people, and it's about the stories that we choose to tell. Media is powerful. It doesn't just report facts, it influences how we think. Research from WHCC Global and Scholarly Review shows that the majority of media coverage involving Islam is negative. In fact, a study found that terrorist acts by Muslims receive over 3.5 times more coverage than those by Muslims. As we can see here, Italy accuses Muslim migrants of killing Christians and
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا قوامين لله شهداء بالقسط ولا يجرمنكم شنآن قوم على ألا تعدلوا اعدلوا هو أقرب للتقوى واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون.
Islam teaches that words are powerful. The Quran says in Surah Al-Hujurat 49:6, if a wicked person brings you news, verify it. Islam emphasizes truth, justice, and fairness in speech. The Prophet Muhammad said, it is enough of a lie for a person to speak of everything he hears. In Islam, media is not a tool for fame or fear, it's a choice. According to a study by Rizzi and Salami in 2019, media headlines often assign negative roles to Muslim and Islam. This includes using passive language, collectiving Muslims, and hiding in an actual agent of violence.
Susan and Alex, the mosque has been targeted before. In fact, 2 years ago, someone left behind anti-Muslim graffiti, and the people here are heartbroken and unnerved that they have been vandalized again, which is why during Friday prayers, LAPD officers were here, and the chief himself also stopped by earlier.
Hate has no place in Los Angeles.
A message from LAPD Chief Jim McDonald to the man in this video, seen tagging a tree and wall at the Islamic Center of Southern California on Saturday night, spray painting the word God.
Spray painting now.
As we can see here, the headline of peaceful Muslim is denial about their religion. Break down how this study implies Islam itself not peaceful. In here, we can see that the portrayal has consequences. Muslim communities face hate, crimes, profiling, and annihilation after major events like 9/11 or the Paris attack. There is a spike in violence against Muslims.
No trouble. Ahead, a row of police are hoping to separate them from a group of anti-racism protesters.
Don't worry about it! Come on, thanks!
2001 to 2021, either for building your visual of timeline. And here, visual timeline showing a rise in Islamophobic incident post 911 mapping Islamophobia, an interactive map that visualizes incidents, harassment, assault, vandalism, targeting Muslims across the US and Europe from 2001 to 2021, either for building your visual of timeline. And here, visual timeline showing a rise in Islamophobic incident post 911 mapping Islamophobia, an interactive map that personal story of a Muslim individual infected by radio virus. Teenagers share their experience facing suspicion and bias after September 11. This candid documentation is ideal for showcasing personal narrative of Muslims affected by major driven Islamophobic.
The first day, that Monday that I went back to school with my scarf on, I had it pulled off of me. That scarf, I went home with my scarf ripped.
So, what can we do? First, we must be critical consumers of news. Ask, who wrote this? What's the agenda? Is it fair? Second, Muslims in media must tell their own stories. Platforms like Al Jazeera, Asia Plus, and even the Muslim filmmakers are charging in narrative. As you can see here, clip from Muslim led media project or documentary. This video highlights how Syrian citizen journalists under the banner Roca is being slaughtered. Suddenly, RBSS risk their life reporting on ISIS from within. This is a powerful example of Muslim-led journalism resisting extremist narrative.
للوهلة الأولى كانوا مبينين مثل أي فصيل متطرف آخر، بس سرعان ما أدركنا أنهم مجموعة لم يسبق وأن شهد العالم مثيلا لها. دهنوا حيطان المدينة بالأسود وغطوها بالظلام. ما قدرنا نقعد ونشوف الرقة تذبح بصمت.
Behind the scenes shot of Muslim journalists reporting this youth-driven documentary follows young Muslim content creators as they produce media content stereotypes, includes real footage for them, planning, shooting, and editing the videos, perfect for a behind-the-scenes moment of positive representation. Behind the scenes shot of Muslim journalists reporting this youth-driven documentary follows young Muslim content creators as they produce media content stereotypes, includes real footage for them, planning, shooting, and editing the videos, perfect for a behind-the-scenes moment.
Ella, I wanted to ask you, as well as a fellow reporter, you being the first hijabi reporter in Canada, what was it like growing up and not being able to see anyone who looks like you, but still aspire for that goal to becoming a first?
Yeah, it was something that, was always in the back of my mind that, could it really happen? Would people hire me? And, my mom, is a big inspiration, International Women's Day. I tweeted about my mom a couple weeks ago because we just celebrated our 30th year in Canada. She came here as a single mother with 2 girls, $100 in her pocket, barely spoke English. And so she was somebody who was always telling me, to work hard, to look, go after my dreams. Just because it hadn't been done before didn't mean that I couldn't.
Media shapes mind, and mind shapes nation. If we want a world of understanding instead of fear, we must demand better stories and tell our own. This is Fatin Mardhiah reporting on truth, justice, and